Hello everyone, I am Assistant Professor Yasvi Shezai from Agricultural Engineering Department. In last session we learned about basics of tillage and MB plow. Okay, this session we will start with disc plow. Now a disc plow is one of which cuts, turns, in some cases breaks the furrow slices by means of separately mounted large steel disc. Okay, now what is the difference between the moldboard plow and a disc plow? Okay, major difference is that in case of disc plow there are steel disc are used instead of moldboard. Okay, now it works in the conditions where the MB plow does not work satisfactorily. Okay, so according to the soil conditions we can choose which plow we have to use that particular field or land. Okay, now what are the advantages of disc plow? The soil which is too hard, dry for plowing with MB plow can be plowed to required depth by the disc plow. So it means that in case of too hard and dry land, disc plow can be used, okay, instead of MB plow. Okay, then it also works well in sticky soils than moldboard plow. Okay, and it is more useful for the deep plowing. Okay, if there is deep plowing is required, then in that case we can use disc plow. Okay, then it can be used safely in stony, stumpy soil without much danger of breakage, and it works well in loose soils also without much clogging. Okay, in short, disc plow is suitable in sticky soil, then stony and stumpy soils, okay, then hard and dry soils, okay, etc. Then what are the disadvantages? It is not suitable for covering surface, bush and weeds as that of the MB plow. Okay, so it is not suitable in that case where the land or soil that is covered with bushes and weeds. Okay, then it leaves soil more in rough and cloddy conditions, and it is much heavier than the MB plow for equal capacities. Okay, now let's see the terms related with the disc plow. So first term, that is disc. Disc, it is the circular concave revolving steel plate, and that is used for the cutting and inverting the soil. Okay, and in case of moldboard plow, moldboard is used for cutting and inverting the soil. Okay, now what is meant by disc angle and tilt angle? Okay, disc angle, it is the angle of which place of cutting edge of the disc which is inclined to the direction of the trowel, then this angle is called as disc angle. Okay, and this angle of good plow varies between the 42 degree and 45 degree. Okay, so that is good range for the disc angle. Now tilt angle. Okay, tilt angle, it is the angle at which plane of cutting edge, okay, this plane of cutting edge of the disc is inclined to a vertical line. Okay, and this angle is called as tilt angle, and that the range of the tilt angle, good range of the tilt angle, that is varies from 15 degree to 25 degree. Okay, this is most important range of disc angle, then range of tilt angle, etc. Okay, now what next term, what is meant by concavity? Okay, it is the depth measured at the center of the disc ply by placing its concave side on the level surface. Okay, when we place its concave side on the plane surface, then the depth that is measured from the center of the disc, that is called as concavity of that particular disc. Okay, now there are two types of disc plow. So first one, that is standard disc plow, and it consists of disc which have the diameter 60 to 80 centimeter. Okay, and that discs are made up of heat treated steel, and thickness of the edge that is between 1 by 16 inch to 3 by 8 inch. Okay, then concavity varies with the diameter of the disc, and approximate value for the concavity, that is for 3-inch. So here 3-inch concavity for 24 diameter disc, okay, and is 6.5-inch concavity for the 18-inch diameter disc, okay. Now weight of the plow for the tractor drawn, that is about 180 to 540 kg, and for animal drawn, that is about 32 kg, okay. Then also there is scraper is provided to remove the soil that tends to stick to working surface of the disc, okay. Scraper is the one of the component of the disc plow which helps in the removing of the soil which is stick to the disc, okay. Then each disc revolve on the stub axle in a thrust bearing carried at the lower end of the strong stand bolted to the plow beam, okay. Then this is the diagram of standard disc plow, okay. This is the disc, this is the scraper, okay. Here is the cross shaft, frame, then furrow, wheel, okay, etc. Then next type of disc plow, that is vertical disc plow, okay. It combines the principle of regular disc plow and disc harrow, okay, and used in shallow soil working in the soil that is about 3 to 4 inch deep, okay, and it consists of frame, wheel arrangement, then depth adjustment device are as a standard disc plow, but the discs are fitted on a single shaft turn as on a one unit, okay. Then the diameter of the disc is smaller and that is varies from 50 to 60 centimeter, and disc angle for the vertical disc plow that it ranges from 35 to 55 degree, and there may be 2 to 32 discs spaced about 30 centimeter. Then all discs are fixed to throw the soil in one direction, okay, and this plow is preferred in wheat growing areas, okay. Vertical disc plow is preferred in wheat growing areas, okay. This is the diagram of vertical disc plow. Disc plow and MB plow, those are primary tillage implements. Now let's know about secondary tillage implements, okay. So secondary tillage implements, first tillage implement, that is harrows. Harrows are used to break the clods, pulverize the soil and cut the wood at the time of preparing seed bed, okay. Then some of the important functions are to prepare the seed bed, to cover the seeds, then to stir and spread the FYM. FYM means farm yard manure, okay. Then fertilizers in the field, then to aerate the soil and to control the weeds, okay. Then there are several types of harrows in use, such as disc harrow, okay. Disc harrow which performs the harrowing operations by means of set of or number of rotating disc, okay. Then each set being mounted on a common shaft, and disc harrow is found very suitable for hard ground full of stalks and grasses. Then it cuts the lumps of the soil, clods, roots, etc., okay. In disc harrows there are two major types, that is tractor drawn and animal drawn, and again in tractor drawn disc harrows classified into two types, single action, double action. Then again double action disc harrows have the different types of harrows like tandem, then offset, etc., okay. Now let's see the single disc harrow. It is the harrow with two gangs placed end to end which throw the soil in the opposite direction, okay. This is the single action disc harrow. Gang means set of disc, okay, and these discs are arranged in such a way that the right side gang throws the soil towards the right side and left side gang throws the soil towards the left side, okay. Now next type of disc harrow, that is double action disc harrow, which consists of two or more gangs of the disc, okay, and in which a set of one or two gangs follow behind the set of other two or one gangs of the disc, okay. Okay, like this is double action disc harrow, okay. This is the one set of here two sets of gangs, okay, and behind this again there are two sets of gangs, okay. Then next, thus the entire field is worked twice in each trip, okay. So due to the double action, entire field is worked twice in each trip, okay. So it may be, again there are two types, there is a tandem and offset type, okay. This is the diagram of offset. Now the next type of harrows, that is single action and double action. In single action disc harrows, it is the harrows with two gangs placed at the end to end, okay. Gang means this number of or set of disc, okay. So there are two sets of gangs are arranged end to end, which throws the soil in opposite direction, okay. And the discs are arranged in such a way that the right side gang throws the soil towards the right and left side gang throws the soil towards the left side, okay. Then in case of double action disc harrows, what happens, there are it is the disc harrow which consisting of two or more gangs, okay. There are two or more disc gangs, okay, and in which a set of one or two gangs follow the behind the set of the other one or two, okay. Means there are two gangs of disc harrows, okay. So first one here, which consists of two gangs of disc harrows, and behind that another gangs of two disc harrows, okay. Then arranged in such a way that the front and back gangs throw the soils in opposite direction, okay. And thus the entire field is worked twice in each trip. So there may be again two types of double action disc harrow. So first one, that is tandem, and second one, that is offset. Now let's know about tandem disc harrow, okay. This is tandem disc harrow. The gangs are arranged one in front of the other, okay, like this, one in front of the other, and it is the disc harrow comprising of four gangs, okay. There are four gangs of disc in which each gang can be angled in opposite direction, okay. Now the next type of disc harrow, that is offset disc harrow. It is the disc harrow with two gangs in tandem. So these two gangs are fitted one behind the other, okay, and these gangs capable of being offset to the either side of the center line of the pool, okay. Offset means to balance something, okay. Then the soil is thrown in the both direction because disc of the both gangs are faced in the opposite direction, okay. Now let's see the components of disc harrow. There are different types of components of disc harrow, like disc, gang, then gang axle or arbor axle, okay, then gang control reverse, spool spacers, bearings, transport wheels, then scrapers, scraper, then weight box, etc., okay. Now what is the disc? Disc, it is the circular concave revolving steel plate and used for cutting and inverting the soil, okay. Now what is the gang? Each set of disc which are mounted on a shaft, that is called as gang, okay. In short, gang means set of disc, okay. Then gang axle or arbor axle means it is the long heavy bar that may be square or circular in section and threaded at one end, okay, and square headed at the another end, okay. And a disc are mounted on this gang axle, okay. Then gang control lever, a lever which operates the angle mechanism of the disc harrows is called as gang control lever, okay. So it operates the angle mechanism. Then spool or spacers, okay, the flangent tubes mounted on the gang bolt or gang axle between every two discs to prevent the lateral movement of the disc on the shaft is called as the spools or spacers. It means that the spools are or spacers are present between the two discs, okay, on gang axle or arbor axle, okay. Now bearing is the essential to counteract the end thrust of the gangs due to the soil thrust. Okay. Then transport wheel. These wheels are provided to transport works on the roads, or to transport the harrows, or carry the harrows on the road. Okay. So the parts like a disc will be protected. Okay. The next component, scraper, it prevents the disc from clogging. It removes the soil sticking to the concave side of the disc. Okay. Now weight box, it puts the additional weight on the implement, thereby it also helps in increasing the penetration of the disc in the soil. Okay. Now next implement, that is blade harrow. It is also called as bakhar. It is an implement which consists of one or more blades, okay, attached to the beam or frame used for the shallow working of the soil with minimum soil inversion. Okay, there is no deep inversion, just shallow inversion takes place by the blade harrow, and it is used to prepare the seed bed mostly in clayey soils. Okay, and it works like a sweep which moves in top surface of the soil without inverting the soil, or with minimum soil inversion. Okay. Then next type of harrow, that is a drag harrow. A drag harrow, it is a type of spring tooth harrow, and it is largely outdated type of soil cultivation implement. Okay, and that is used to smooth the ground as well as loosen it after it has been plowed. Okay, so it uses many flexible iron teeth, usually arranged into 3 rows, and nowadays it is replaced by the modern harrows like disc harrows. Okay, now we will stop here. So thank you for listening.